Hello again. Welcome back to our channel. Where is the camera? It's over here. Okay, it's over here. We don't know. Okay.
What is that song that they do that?
I got nothing. Oh, no, it almost came.
Okay.
I got nothing.
Hello.
Welcome back to our channel.
So we're doing a book talk today about the books that we read in January.
Yeah. Well, we already did it. We already talked about Crescent City.
I'm not going to talk about it. I'm just going to say,
Just
hey,
gonna
I
show
read
it.
Crescent City in January.
Yeah, we both read
one
Crescent
down.
City.
I did not read very much this month. I had a really crappy month. I was sick.
She was
and,
sick, which is why I had to do that one video by myself. Yeah.
And Crescent City is a giant book. So
Yeah, it's okay. You have a
so
lot going
January
on.
was out for me.
Yeah, but that's okay because the joy of reading, there is no
Number. You can't put a number on it.
I wish I knew where the camera over there. I don't like it over there. Okay. So we both read Crescent City.
Yes. I'm going to hold it up again because it's so beautiful. So we both read this bad boy by Sarah J. Maas. 10 stars, 20 stars, 30 stars,
30,
all the above.
All of the above. All apply.
Read it.
Leave
if
your
you
comments.
want like a full review with spoilers, go look at our other two videos.
Which are blubbering messes.
But that's what this book is going to turn you into.
So I read a lot of ebooks. I did make little tiny baby books, but I'm in the process of moving from the garage back into the house, so I don't have them with me. So I'll just start with the first book I read in January was The Girl in Red by Christina Henry.
This is on my list.
I really like Christina Henry. She does fairy tale retellings, but they're violent. They're not.
I love violence.
They're not the retellings where we just add some different details.
They're not beautiful.
Change it around a little bit. There's a lesson to be learned. No. She writes some pretty vicious retellings. So this had all the perfect marks for me. It's a post-apocalyptic type situation. So the main character, I don't think I've talked about this book yet, have I?
I don't think so.
The main character is
Red.
Well, Red's her nickname.
Okay.
Actually, her name is Cordelia. Yeah, and so they call her Red. She wears red. Anyway, long story short, it's kind of like a sickness. A virus comes, takes over. Everybody dies. Only a small percentage of the world survives. And the idea is so much happens, and I'm not giving spoilers. I got to get out of that mindset. She's got to get from her parents' house. The idea is her parents are coming, her brother's coming. Her grandmother lives in the woods in the middle of nowhere. They think, and she's pretty self-sufficient, so they think if they can get there, they'll be able to ride it out safely because people are starting to turn crazy and kill. You know how it's the humans you really have to worry about in situations like that. We don't have zombies, but it's always the humans, the people who survive. So it's that. I wanted it to be more, though, okay? So it ended rather abruptly.
Is this the only one? Is it standalone?
So far as I know, it's only a standalone. To be honest, I didn't look into it anymore because I was pretty disappointed with it ends, but I wanted more.
I get that.
Yeah, so, it was good. I only rated it 3, but here's my rating system. 3, I like it. 4, I love it. 5, I'm going to start a cult. So that's how I rate my books.
10 is I'm going to start a cult.
Okay, your turn.
All right, so this one is a new one, and it's by one of our favorite authors, A Wilderness of Stars by Shea Ernshaw.
I love her.
Guys, this book was not anything I expected. So you read it, and you're like, this book is great, and then it takes a turn, and you're like, am I even in the same book? Like,
really?
The twist on this one, guys, was like...
What'd you rate it?
Oh, this is a 5-star.
Oh, okay.
So here is it naked. Love it.
Oh, yes, girls.
So, we are following Vega. So she's named after a star. And she lives in this valley with her mother. And so I got the feeling and the vibe of like a western, like that. Like there are saloons, people go by carriage and horseback. There are people that what are they called back in the old days? Like the thieves that they would bandits. It was
Outlaws.
like bandits, outlaws,
Outlaws.
yeah, kind of like that.
Wow.
So you get that feeling that it's like a western, right? So you follow Vega, and she lives in a valley with her mom, and her mom has taught her everything there is to know about the stars. So her mom is the last astronomer, and that's very big, but they have to keep it a secret because the world thinks that they can save them from the consumption. So a sickness has come and taken over the world, and people are just dying. So her mom dies from the consumption, and Vega is now the last astronomer. So now she has to make it to the sea and save the world, basically, is what she has instilled in her. And she has to find the what is his name? Gosh, I just forgot it.
that do be happening. We do forget names.
Noah. Gosh, I can't remember what they call it. But she has to find this guy, and he is supposed to take her to the sea, and the two of them are supposed to save the world together.
Okay.
So, she has no idea where to find him, what he looks like, what his name is. All she knows is he will have a ring on, and it has a constellation on it for stars. So, it's not her real dad, but Pa is what she calls him, is somebody that would visit her mom about like once a month, because everyone goes by horseback, so it's really hard to get around. Anyways, he would visit and give her supplies about once a month. Well, he comes in for her month. She has already buried her mother and everything, and Paul's like, well, you have to come with me. You can't stay by her. Or he tells her she has to stay because she has to stay safe. And she's like, I'm coming with you. And he said, no, you're not. And he starts to leave, and she takes a match and burns the house down. She said, well, I don't have anywhere to go now.
You gotta go.
So Vega's with Pa, and they're riding horseback. A few of the bandits, there's a group called...
Like, are you telling us the whole book?
No, I'm just telling, this is just the gist of it. So then they get the bandits, well, they're a group called the Theorists, and they believe that the last astronomer can, cure the whole world, which is what she's supposed to be doing. So everybody wants her. She's in danger. She shouldn't have left the valley. Her safety, blah, blah, right? So these Theorists, they find Pa and her. They steal their horse. They don't find out that she's the last astronomer because she keeps her tattoo hidden. Her whole body's covered in tattoos of the constellations. It's a map of the stars. It's crazy. So anyways, long story short, she finds the guy that she's supposed to be with. They make it to the sea. And then what happens? I literally stopped reading. You get about right, like here. And you're like, wait, what? And I'm like, did I skip a page? No. Did I skip a chapter? No. What? And then I'm like, am I even in the same world? Like, it's crazy. So it's basically an adventure, find this person book. So it's like one of those, video games where you have to go. There's a bunch of side quests. It's like that, more or less. And I rated it 5 stars. It was really good, but I can see how people would get bored with it because it does take a while on your adventure to get to the big twist.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I liked it.
But you rated it a what?
I gave it 5 stars.
Oh, okay.
But I also like Shea Earnshaw too
Yeah, I
a
do
lot.
too.
So,
She's
but
fabulous.
I can see how people would DNF it, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, and you put it down a couple of times, and you don't typically do that. So you did put it down.
Well, I had
and
to
walk
put it down
away.
to start Crescent City because we had to meet the deadline.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, now I'm going to miss this deadline for this video, so I had to pick it back up.
And she reads pretty fast, so. Okay, so the second book, I don't even know. I just read it in January. Is Our Chemical Hearts. Look, I don't know where the camera is at. Where is it? Our Chemical Hearts by Crystal Sutherland. I know I did a TikTok on this one. So I almost DNF'd this one. So first of all, I started it and I got super good vibes off the main character. Loved him.
This is the author that did House of Sorrow.
House of Hollow.
House of Hollow. And
yeah. So, and the reason I chose to read this book, I didn't even connect that they were the same author until I, looked at it, was because on one of my book pages, a grandma dedicated this or bought this book for her granddaughter, and I thought, oh, I wonder what kind of special message there is. And there is a message in it. But so it starts off with this young boy, and he's the editor, or he's working very difficultly to be the editor of his school paper. He is 17. Main characters are 17. It's a coming of age novel. And everything seems typical. New girl comes to school. She's not dressed up. She's wearing baggy boy clothes, but she's beautiful. Obviously, she's beautiful.
They're all beautiful.
They're all beautiful. And he falls head over. A lot of events happen. I'm not going to tell you. Falls head over heels in love with her. She has some problems. Some mental health problems. And
would I like this?
Yeah.
It's
pretty good. No depression. She has very, very severe depression. So and I don't want to give too much away, but that's, as it was going, I was like, oh, I'm not going to read this. It's 17-year-old kids. He's obviously going to save her and everything's going to be better because he's such a good guy. He's got these great best friends that are wonderful characters, by the way. All the characters are fabulously written. First of all, Crystal Sutherland can write. Okay, she's very talented. And then it took a little bit of a turn, and it's not a happy. It doesn't turn out to be a happy love, romance, young love thing. So, and it was very good. It has a good message. You know what I mean? It's just really good. Like, you don't always get the girl type situation. I really liked it. So I rated it a 3-star because I liked it. I almost went 4. I think it's good for kids to read this, teenagers to read this, for just because they need to get their head out of the clouds sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, you can't save everybody.
You're not always gonna have a happy ending.
Yeah,
So.
Yeah, and even for like people like us, you can't save everybody. You know, sometimes you have to walk away, and I just thought that was.
I think that is a good thing for all of us.
Yeah,
Micah
to
too.
read. Yeah. It's good.
We all need to learn to walk away.
And I almost quit reading it, and I could just kick myself because I'm so glad I didn't. Because I really, really almost did.
You know how many books that I wonder that we've DNF'd that, like, turned out really fast?
I don't want to think about it. All
I
right.
got time to think about it.
I don't want to think about it. And then I also, and since she's out of books, I also read a little book called Comfort Me with Apples. Oh, God! It's not a long book. It's a little book. You could read it in a day. What the hell? Okay? That's all I got to say about Comfort Me with Apples. What? Okay, and I'll let you take it from there.
Who writes that one?
Who wrote it?
Comfort in Apples.
It really gave me Stepford Wife vibes. And so that's what I was looking for. I was looking for something like, ooh, what's going to go down here? It's by Catherine M. Valenti. Listen, I'm saying she's a good author. That's not what drove me crazy. What drove me crazy is I was really thinking, how is this going to wrap up? And then when it shows what the true story really is about, I was like, are you kidding me? Typical. It's just malarkey. It's not typical. The book, you're not going to see it coming. Ever see it coming. Okay, I'm going to turn this just a little bit. Ever see it coming. This book I have not read. One of my friends, Rachel, read this book. Hi, Rachel. Read this book, and she was telling me we were talking about bookstores in Kansas and in Oklahoma, and she was like, oh, I have this book. I'm going to see if those bookstores are in the book. And I was like, oh, what book? And she was like, okay, so our friend Rachel, my friend Rachel, do you even know her?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Dr. Denny's.
Yeah. She is an amazing book reviewer. Like, You know, when you read my reviews, if you ever read my reviews, it's just like, it's like, yes, this book was awesome. Well, Rachel is a professional, okay? People pay her to review books. And so I think she was reviewing this book. And so she was telling me about it. The book is called The Call Me Ishmael Phone Book. It is an interactive guide to life-changing books. So I opened this book and read the first page and immediately ordered myself one. And I'm just going to open it and tell you guys that I'm not going to read the whole thing. I don't know if that's plagiarism. If you just give me a little bit of your time, I am going to read a little bit of this introduction. One summer evening in Greenwich Village, we found ourselves at a pub debating the best opening lines in literature. One of us argued for Orwell's "It was a bright day in April and the clocks were striking 13," while the other championed for Vonnegut's, I can't say it, I know I said it wrong. All this happened more or less. Unable to agree, we struck a truce over our shared appreciation for Melville's renowned opener, Call Me Ishmael. We also, for the first time, spotted the pun. What would happen if book lovers could actually call Moby Dick's narrator and leave a voice message? Hours later, we'd created a working phone number and issued this challenge to readers everywhere. Tell us a story about a book you love. Look, I got goosebumps. I'm going to cry.
Got goosebumps.
The messages started pouring in. We shared our favorites online. Word continued to spread. And we've since amassed thousands of anonymous voicemail messages from bibliophiles all over the world. Receiving and listening to those messages has become an enduring source of joy in our lives. We're grateful and delighted to share the collection with you here in the form of a published phone book. This is an interactive book, guys. So if you go... Let's look. Oh my God, it's so amazing. First of all, you have to call a number, and I can show you the number. There's a 774-325 number. And in this book, I can't even, are tons of numbers. You can call extensions, and you can find out what people have said about these books. What? Look at this. Look at this, King's Library. It gives, look at this. Extension, call it. You can talk the bookstores, books. Look, the Sneetches by Dr. Seuss, extension 1042. So you call that, and then somebody is going to be on there telling your story, what? Telling you their stories and their feelings.
Let me see.
I can't even. Is this amazing? Look at all, and then these are bookstores. Look. Or just, oh no, these are books. Show a picture of that. It's like a telephone book.
It's a legit phone book.
These are all books, guys. And if you call that number and use these extensions, you get to hear what people said about the book. And I don't know if you're allowed to leave your own messages. I haven't read the book yet because I'm so excited about it. I ordered it. I sat the book down, I ordered it, and I was like, Rachel, I gotta borrow your book for the video. But oh my God, this is genius. Is this amazing? And then it talks about bookstores. It has little ads in there just like a phone book.
This is insane.
I know.
Kansas City.
Yeah. Watermark Books is in here. Brace Books is in here.
No.
Yeah. Guys.
We need to go to Braces. We haven't been there in a while.
I know. I can't even. And I ordered mine immediately. This is like not. I don't feel like this is popular enough because I had never heard of it.
I didn't know this
but
was a
you
thing.
better bet you better get one of your books because when I was online ordering mine, there were not very many left.
I never even knew this was a thing.
I'm so excited.
This is crazy.
I'm just going to sit down one of these days, have a cup of coffee, and I'm going to go through and I'm going to call some calls by author. So there are even some calls by the author. Oh my God. You get to hear what the authors say. Is that what that means?
I think so. Oh my gosh. This is cool, guys.
This is so cool. Oh my gosh. Show them the back too. So I have to return this gem to Rachel tomorrow, but mine will be in. So I'll keep you guys updated.
How cool.
I know. That's it, guys. That's all we've got. Thanks for joining us. Subscribe if you haven't already, if you'd like to. Free way to support your homegirls.
Bye, guys. Love you.
Bye.